read a quick chapter. They're very quick poems. This is based off a conversation with my father figure, who is an uncle who was from the west side of San Antonio, Texas. He enlisted into the Marines and went to Vietnam. And over the years, he and my aunt divorced, so, talking to him has become, rare. But I talked to him as I was writing this book. I said, tell me again what it was like when you left Vietnam. Tell me about it. So this is a conversation with him and that experience. This is called Good Night, Vietnam. For my Theo Rich and all of the Chicanos in San Antonio during the Vietnam War. West Side Ditty. Go defend our country, son. Make Uncle Sam proud. Don't worry about a high school diploma. You've got the Viet Cong to think about. You'll be physically fit, cock strong in your dress blues. All these West Side girls are gonna wanna fuck you. You'll have medals pinned on your chest, a career as a cook or a custodian, benefits with a steady paycheck, a cheap little house with an iron fence. Come on, be a real man with a rifle in your hands, and tell them all later on about the young heroes of war, jungle sounds, Quezon, and how things were in Nam. Mikey, I met you while you were in the ROTC, then again at a West Side baile. Talk to Me played as you danced, true Chicano love, and maybe a picture of a teenage you and her, a mutual friend, and the devil from El Camaroncito. Off to Vietnam, which was not Chicano. It was not ancestral to fight and kill people for political power, but he was from San Anto, El Hueso, hungry for action, military city, heavily recruited gente to go eat the bullets, ingesting toxic orange, and welcoming the fog of jungles while rounds were constantly fired. As fellow Marines spoke about home, were coping with war, that was Chicano. Hey Jude plays on a radio in Vietnam when you're told you're going home. The process. Pack your uniforms and gear in the green sea bag neatly. Black and white pictures of Marines, cigarettes in mouth, shirtless and smiling, passport stamped, Okinawa, Japan. The cold Pacific gently embraces crimson mountains. To Los Angeles International, a shuttle to San Diego, and then to San Antonio Airport. No one to greet you. You kiss the ground when you land and call a cab. Hippies of the 60s protesting the war keep baby killer in their mouths tight like the clothes in your sea bag. You strut on through. The cab driver is one of the few to say thank you for your service. You don't remember his name. At home on the west side of San Antonio, no welcome party, just dad watching TV. No friends on the front lawn waiting with a beer. Nothing. Full Metal Jacket is your favorite movie about Marine Corps boot camp. The accuracy of the gunny and Gomer Pyle's rifle in mouth. Guys at Pendleton would jump the Constantine wire fence at night, run across the freeway and get hit by cars driving 80 miles per hour. Others fell down to their deaths so they wouldn't become a Marine or go to war. Lots of suicide attempts, mijo. Thank you for your service is what he wants to hear from Chicanos, blacks, whites, Asians, children, and adults. And when he dies, Theo wants to be planted face down so the whole world can kiss his ass. I am a father of 6. I remain father hungry, collecting fathers as I go. They are dying. The men you served with now hold Trump MAGA hats in the air, spouting hate and violence. To them I say, good night, Vietnam. There are no Marines in Islam. Julian Lennon could never be like his father. He did everything wrong, but wrote catchy pop songs to deal with Vietnam. Veterano. wearing a red and gold cover that reads 1967 to 1969 Reconnaissance, USMC, a devil dog flag in the front yard next to an American flag. Everyone driving by knows who you are, a veterano for this country that is not yours, and a dream you are not in. You're not gonna make it, Theo said. He was the only consistent father figure I had when I knew I wouldn't survive. Theo went to Nam. A recruiter snatched him up like all recruiters in San Anto do. They round up the gente to fight the wars of Euro Juniors, to die for their red, white, and blue on stolen indigenous land. Theo came back to America, a cook for the VA. Shit on a shingle. It was the best meal I ever had. Thank you.